When we heard that Argentina is going to play England in the semi-finals of 2026 World Cup, when it dawned on us that they are going to play each other in the semi-finals, so many pundits, so many fans, so many bookmakers started talking, started giving us facts and figures. Argentina have defeated England so many times in the World Cup. They checked the statistics, it was favoring Argentina. But I told them, it has been favoring you people, because there is a certain man who was not there. I remembered in 2000, first of all, in 1998, when the 1 minute madness from David Beckham got him sent off in that match that ended 2-2. He kicked out this guy, Diego Simeone, and he was sent off in that match in 1998 against England. England held on to end the match 2-2, and in the penalties, the likes of Paul Ince missed their spot kicks. Now, in 1998, yes, and that's in 2002 rather. In 2002, it was in the group stage that had Nigeria and Switzerland with England and Argentina. England defeated them. Remember, in 1998, Michael Owen was one of the scorers for England. Now, in 2002, he was fouled in the 18-yard box, which David Beckham, who was sent out that day, now came up and scored that goal to some people avenge. Yes, because in 1998 I was rooting for England because of what played out between Nigeria and Argentina in 1994. I was still annoyed because Argentina defeated Nigeria with the magic of Diego Maradona. Now, after that 1998, they've not played in the World Cup again. They've not met each other until today. Some people started referring back to that 1998, referring back to every other time. They said the only time Argentina won, and the last time Argentina won was 1986 rather, through the infamous hand of God, or famous hand of God, depending on the school of thought you might be coming from. But that's by the way. Now, 2026, how many years ago? That's 40 years. We saw hand of God. That time, those that saw it. Today, we are seeing left foot of God. That was what we saw. As a matter of fact, we didn't even see left foot of God. We started seeing right foot of God. But look at that match. I can't stop talking about Lionel Messi. I call him Lion of the tribe of Argentina. If you want to say anything you want to say, if you want to say anything you want to say, as far as you are not placing this spirit that is in form of human being ahead of every other player, that means you don't know this game of football. You don't know the game. If you know the game, you cannot for any reason place any player, any human being ahead of a spirit. Now, let's go to this game. England has been playing their football in this tournament. Look at the matches they have played. Look at their matches. Even while they were 10 man against, they played 10 man against Mexico, they still defended out. Look at other matches. The only match that they were dominated, somehow, was against Norway. You understand? England has been a very good side. But when it has to be this man, this spirit of football, Lionel Messi, when it is him, so many things will start happening. There will be forces that will stop you from thinking right as far as you are his opponent. As far as you are his opponent, you start thinking, anti-clockwise. Yes. I remember in 2021, somebody would tell me that Thomas Tuchel did it with Chelsea, played a type of football that he was hitting on his counter attack. When Kai Havertz scored, it was finished against Manchester City in the finals. I told them, this is Argentina. You can't start playing this football, this type of football, around 70 something minutes, 72 or 73 minutes, against a side that has Messi, Lionel Messi, with another Lionel calling the shot from the bench. A team that has two Lionels, that's a problem. Lionel Scaloni is not just a coach. He reads match. He understands the game. He calms down. Look at that point, at 78, 80 minutes, he still calmed down, monitoring the game, looking at how the game was playing out. Look at the substitutions he was making. At a point, he now said, okay, let me throw away this guy that was pushing from the left side of the Tagliafico. He now brought in a center forward. This is how a coach reads a match, because at that point he knew that everything England had finished. England cannot do any other thing. No thanks to Thomas Tuchel. We started defending very early. Somebody said it's ultra defensive type of football. I don't call it ultra. I say it is total negative type of football. Let's say we've come to what is semi-final. Let's say it's another team, and you're playing this type of football. For the neutrals, what are you going to tell us? What are we going to go home with? That you scored one goal, started defending. It's not that you don't have players. It's not that you don't have players who can do this magic for you. You have scored one. What is there? You still throw in. You want to make a change, remove Rogers, bring in Bukayo Saka to run that wing. Okay, this guy have scored. Anthony Gordon have scored. Remove Gordon. Bring in Marcus Rashford. You want to do it. That is how a coach who is positive, who wants to get a result from a match, should think. Playing against Argentina and you're trying to defend. Even at 80 minutes, Argentina can do wonder. Argentina can equalize. And if they equalize, going into extra time, they will beat you. They will score 2 goals in extra time. With Lionel Messi, anything can happen at any time. Look at that match. Scaloni told him, leave the center, go to the right side of the field. That is what a coach does. And when he left that center and moved to the right side of the field, everything changed. Now, a Hurricane that we know that is a striker turned to be midfielder because of Thomas Tuchel and his tactics, anti-football tactics, semi-final. Well, I am not angry. Rather, I'm celebrating, but as a football fan, before supporting any other team, there are ways you have to follow. There are things you have to follow in football. There are ways to play football so that people will enjoy it. That is why it is called mother of all games. It is called beautiful game of football. You can't just come and just start defending when you have the quality. Which team, even which team? The players you have at home that didn't come to this World Cup can even come and do better in this World Cup with a nice coach, like maybe a sort of Scaloni or De La Fuente. I don't want to mention Didier Deschamps. You understand? You have players on the bench who can come in and change this game. Morgan Rogers was tired, remove him. Anthony Gordon was tired, remove him. Why removing Declan Obabor Rice? Declan Rice, that place where this guy scored from, Enzo Fernandez, that was where Declan Rice always monitored. That is where he always defend. There is no way every other player will go and watch themselves inside 18 yard. When you saw that somebody was free, let's say he doesn't want to shoot, and you allowed him to be free, he can from there play a kind of pinpoint, a defense splitting pass. He can close the ball. Why can't somebody close him? When Jude Bellingham saw it, it was already late, because all of them were camping in the 18-yard box because the coach told them to do so. Because these are professionals. I saw somebody saying that the players should have known the best thing to do. I will always tell them, as far as these guys are concerned, what they play is according to whatever the coach tells them to do. They have crossed the level of doing what they want to do on the field of play. So everything they did there was at the instruction of their coach, Thomas Tuchel. Your name is Thomas. You are doubting what Messi can do. Okay, you know that Messi was on the field of play. You didn't assign one player to just mark him. Well, I'm happy. We are going to see a final that, for me, that I will relax and say, okay, if somehow, if the Lion fails to win this trophy, okay, let his son go home with it. Yes, I will not be under any intense pressure. I will not feel bad if somehow Spain wins this trophy, because I want Lamine Yamal to succeed. I want him to still have that upper hand over Kylian Mbappe. That is why we are telling you, when you are naming your child, when you have a child, don't just bring anyhow persons. You just start touching your child, in fact, naming your child. Some people, their child is carrying names which another person named them up to today. So whenever Messi was the one, Messi blessed Lamine Yamal while he was small. And today, he is delivering. He is going to take over from Lionel Messi whenever Lionel Messi leaves the show. So please, for you people that are, I like today's match. I like the way it went. Nobody will tell me now that it's the prince of FIFA. FIFA was playing for Messi. At least today, nobody will say that that was a call that should have not been made. The referee was spot on with all his decisions. You can still come out. Few minutes before the match, I saw one man. He told me that he will call me. In fact, he's going to go to my page and send me a message after the match that England is winning. I said England can never win Argentina. All this while they've been doing all the record they have over Argentina. Is there any player that looks like Lionel Messi in that squad? He said I should go. That's going to. Up to now, I've not seen his message. I've checked all my videos. I've not seen him. And I'm still waiting for him. As a matter of fact, I have to be the one to now send him a message. I'm still waiting. I just sent him the scoreline of the match. Let him tell me why Argentina won. He hasn't replied me. That is to tell you that some of us, some fans, you don't watch this football the way it should be. You don't watch it the way it should be. Argentina is not at the same level with England as far as football is concerned. When Messi is on the field of play. Until Messi leaves, Argentina is still not ordinary team because they have a spirit who is playing. Don't be surprised. I've told somebody this evening. I told somebody after the match. Don't be surprised. After in that match between Argentina and Spain, you will see some errors which De La Fuente have not made in this tournament. Because whenever you see Messi, you start overthinking. You start thinking. You do overthinking. That is why some coaches make these errors. Because they want to do the magic. They want to change something. They want to tweak something so that you can stop Messi. Remember, if you think that you can stop Messi anyhow, you rough him, you in trouble. Yellow card, red cards are there in the pocket of the referees. So, and if you allow him to cross you, you are also in danger. So what will you do? Because he is not just an ordinary player. He's a player from different planets. That is why he remains the greatest of all time. Some people might dispute that, but I don't care. You have everything to believe. You have every right to believe whatever I want to believe. But I'm still rooting. I'm still saying it. And many people who knows this game of football, who can analyze it, who watches it the way it should be, know that Messi is still the greatest. He is the greatest. He plays this football the way it should be played. You see whatever that is playing, you see it with your eyes. You know, it's not gree. You see the football. That is because he knows that this thing is called beautiful game of football.